Hi everybody, I'm going to do a little firing review today. I just unloaded the soda kiln and show you folks what happened, what came out, what didn't. It was an interesting firing, to say the least. A lot of little mishaps and one big mishap. The soda firing itself went very well, but just a couple of circumstances combined to make for um, a bit of an interesting firing. So I'll do bad news first. Um, and here it is. I had a shelf collapse. You can see this is the second to bottom shelf, and it gave up the ghost right here and collapsed on these pots. And I mean it glued itself to itself. Yeah. I guess we got the mug off here, but yikes. So that one goes in the shard pile. Let's see if we can detach these very carefully. Well, yeah, so those were two white salt bowls, which is actually very sad because those look like they came out very well. I would have been really pleased to have those, but such is not the case. Can't get everything you want, I guess. But yeah, good chance to check my thickness. Little hefty at the bottom there. But altogether, that's starting to go into the foot there. Altogether, not too bad. So, shard pile for those. Shard pile for this very sad-looking shelf. Yikes. But, wasn't all bad, that's for sure. Where do we start here? So that shelf falling led to a couple of the pots I'm about to show you being damaged. But a lot of them still came out quite alright. So we've got one here. This has got my straw ash glaze on the outside and white salt on the inside. Altogether, decent mug. I think I'd pull the white glaze over the rim in the future. I think that would look a little bit better. It's got a comfortable handle. Generally, I think one of the things I'd like to say about this firing is I'd like to see just more soda. I used a pound, and I just don't think it was quite enough because the kiln is brand new and it still hasn't absorbed a lot of soda yet. So, but altogether, not a bad mug. I think this is this is Malcolm Davis Sheena, or no, sorry, this is red Sheena, and yeah, good. A little grinding there on the bottom, but not too bad. I'd like to see more soda on the outside, but that one was kind of on the top shelf. This is a Val Cushing. It's called Yellow Red Iron Matte, but I substituted strontium for barium. Yeah, nice glaze. You can see there it attached itself to another one after the shelf collapsed. But glaze in itself is actually fairly pretty, I think. So yeah, that's good. Let's see here. Another straw ash mug. This glaze really likes crawling. Apparently, I'm just finding. So I need to remedy that. Just add something to make it melt a little bit more because it's still a little bit chunky, and also something to decrease the crawling. Got some nice Shino effect in there. I think that what is on the outside of this is a glaze called green to black. Is neither green nor black. So, yeah, I guess not a big success on that one. just generally, like, reduction could have been better in this firing. Not great. As you can see, there's a copper red on the inside there. Can you see that? Is that in? Yeah, there's a copper red on the inside here. Not super red. Looks like it reduced and then kind of reoxidized, so I need to be careful about that. Yeah, another one of the straw ash glaze mugs with the crawling. It's kind of a bummer, but ultimately, I think pretty nice mug. I might refire that one, see if it comes out. This is a saturated iron glaze, which I like. Just hardly any soda on there at all. It's kind of I kind of wanted these to really get blasted, and they kind of didn't. But good to know that in the future. This is this is my Timothy Hay Ash glaze, which has come out very nicely on this one. This I don't know if that was in frame. But yeah, the outside of this one is really quite nice. It has some depth. I'll take some photos of this one. And then inside with white salt. Quite pretty. Happy with that one. Wort Chino. Yeah. It's okay. At least this one got some good soda. Yeah, I like this one. It's alright. Definitely make more of that glaze. This one's Malcolm Davis Chino, and man, just with that soda, this was on the lower shelf, so it got good soda. It's just really pretty. It's just really nice. Proud of that one. Malcolm Davis, or maybe this is Red Chino. Don't know. I think that must be Red Chino. Yeah, I love it. It's good. This is saturated iron. This is like a Temoku with 10% iron. It's okay. Seen better. The outside is just as I would like it to be. The inside has some crud in it. So this is an issue that I've been experiencing with my converted electric to gas kiln, is that the lid crumbles little bits of soft brick into the kiln, and so I think that in future I'm going to start stacking with a shelf topping the stack to keep chunks from falling into things. What did I just break? Nothing. Good. Okay. This was a straw ash glaze bowl. This was on the top shelf, and you'll think, oh geez, a whole bunch of crap fell into the inside of this bowl. Well, not really. What that is when the shelf collapsed, my cone pack fell down. And I don't fire with a pyrometer, so I was kind of like in the dark as to what temperature my kiln was at. So I took a little piece of soft brick and I lowered I lowered a cone down through the flue onto the top shelf, and the only convenient place was to put it inside of this bowl. And yeah, it ruined this bowl, but I'm really happy I did it, because otherwise I would have just not had a cone at all. And so that was the lesser of two evils. And yeah, altogether pretty okay. I think this is Wort Chino, actually, not the this is that green to black. Neither green nor black. Yeah, don't know. I'm gonna have to investigate further into that one at some point. Another straw ash glaze. Pretty not nice. Got a big ol' crawl mark there in the bottom. It's on way too thick. I thought it would melt out, and it kind of didn't. That glaze is just still too thick. I've got to work on it a little bit. Add some fluxes to it. I think I'm going to add some whiting and see what that does. But yeah, so that's that. this is Warchino. Yeah, this is Warchino. Nice. I like it. I'd like for there to be some more carbon trapping or some more something in there, but ultimately, yeah, it's okay. It's actually kind of it's got a pleasant break around the rim. Again, I'd like to see more soda, but this one really got hot, and it has that straw ash glaze on it, and the places where it crawled actually healed back over, and this might actually be one of my favorites from the firing, because once those crawl marks healed back over, it actually made a really nice pattern in there. So that's actually a fun little bowl. This is the yellow-red, the Val Cushing yellow-red matte, but with strontium substituted for the barium. And yeah, I think this is my first test of that glaze. I think that this is a successful substitution. I think that glaze looks really nice. I'm not sure how much I love it for the inside of things. But yeah, I'll definitely be using that one in the future. It's a little bit too matte to be used as a like use-wear surface, I think, in a lot of cases. So I'll keep that in mind. And then this one and this one are the ones that stuck to each other like this. But I think that I can, although this one's done, I think that I can grind this out and it'll probably look okay. But yeah, nice Shino bowl there. I think the color came out well. Because the shelf tipped, it did warp, but I don't really mind that so much. Ultimately, for first soda firing, and considering the mishaps that happened, not terrible. Not great, but not terrible. I think I'll be able to reach a pretty good improvement by just using a better shelf next time and using a little bit more soda. And a lot of things will have changed then. So, yeah. Some bummers, some encouraging results. As always. I'll see you folks next week.